This is your boy the Duck coming at you. Wanted to bring up something that I get asked a lot. Obviously, I do a lot of concealed training, security training, stuff like that. But especially my concealed classes, I always get asked, at least every other class, if not every class, well, what do you carry? Well, honestly, for me, I typically carry some sort of a full-size 1911. Yes, I am on that game. Today I am carrying a Nighthawk customized Springfield Armory TRP. I absolutely love this gun. I've shot the hell out of it and it still looks gorgeous. I will say the DLC finish on this thing by Nighthawk, I mean, it is just looking good. And it's a sharp looking damn gun. There's something to be said for just carrying a gun that you're proud of. And this is definitely one that I am. But, you know, people always ask, you know, well, what do you carry? And of course, you know, always is piggybacked on us talking about what they should be carrying. And I never, ever, 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 ever recommend that people carry a full-size 1911. And I always get asked, well, why didn't you recommend we carry a 1911 if that's what you carry? Because the difference is I shoot at least 500 rounds a month. I mean, probably that's the lowest end that I typically shoot every month is around 500 rounds. I put a lot of time on 1911s. I put a lot of time on 2011s. Reality of it is these are guns that, to me, I call them enthusiast guns. You know, they're guns that if you know, you know. And, you know, it's kind of like a first-time driver. You would never buy somebody with very minimal mechanic background as a first-time driver. You would never buy them a classic car as their first vehicle. Because it takes a little bit more to figure it out. Especially in today's world. You would never buy somebody a manual. You know, you would buy somebody an automatic. You know, and to me, this is the manual classic car of the gun world. 1911s and 2011s require a little bit more expertise, a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more training to really be proficient with them. One of the biggest things that really keep me from recommending them to people is this thing right here, that little safety. Because nobody ever trains presenting their firearm and sweeping that safety on and off. Nobody. 1% of the shooting community that has a safety on their gun ever practices that. I see it all the time when I'm at indoor ranges. I see it all the time at, you know, outdoor ranges, especially at indoor ranges though. You know, somebody shows up, they got a Beretta, they got a SIG with a 365 with a safety, the shields with a safety. They walk up to the bench, they load that gun up, take the safety off, they load it up, they lay it there, they get all their ears and their eyes and everything, make sure they're good. And then they pick that gun up, shoot. No one's behind the camera, shut up safety Nazis. All right, they shoot. And then they lay it down. Whew, that was fun. Oh my God, that was great. And then they reload it. And then they shoot. And you know what I never see them practicing? Turning that safety on and off. Creating that as a reflex, creating that as part of their presentation that when they push out, all right, if that safety's on, they push out, they sweep that safety off as habit, and they come back, they put it back on. Off, on, off, on. Like that needs to be a reflex. That's part of your presentation. For 1911s, one of the big recommendations is rest your thumb on the safety so it almost guarantees you never forget to flick it off. But this is something that, again, if you're driving an automatic every day, this is learning how to drive an automatic. It's learning how to run that clutch, how to run through the gears. It's learning that skill. And this is something I never suggest for first-time shooters because there's already so much that you have to learn as a first-time shooter. So to now add that, and especially something that would keep the gun from going bang, God forbid you need that gun to go bang, I'm not going to recommend that to a first-time shooter. And as much as I adore, love, and just, I love my 1911s. And trust me, every time I take friends to the range, I let them shoot them. And one of the first things, even guys that shoot a lot, but they're Glock shooters. You know, I got buddies of mine that are ex-military that swear by Glocks and that's the gun of the world and 100%. And it always amazes me, they're the same ones that are always running the safety on an AR-15, but a safety on a pistol just seems stupid to them. But whatever. But I will literally hand them some of my, nicer 1911s, my 2011s, and they're like, hey man, let me check that out. And you see them come up and they're, why is this gun not going off? I'm like, dude, you got to turn the safety off. Oh shit, that's right. And these are people that are experienced shooters that are struggling with that. All right, so again, why would I recommend a gun like this to somebody who's a new shooter? All right, so again, I love my 1911s, I love my 2011s. Yes, I will argue all day long. I do think they are better shooters than Glocks and Smith & Wessons and stuff like that, but they're not a new shooter gun. This is something that once you got some time and you're willing to put the energy and effort out into learning the platform, this gun, it runs beautifully. But until then, you don't need to be carrying a 1911, guys. That's just something you don't need to be worrying about. So, just my opinion. Again, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. So, hope you guys enjoy. Have a great day. This is your boy, the Duck, saying quack, quack. Take care. Be safe.